Hey, what's going on, guys? Brad here, and welcome back. And today we're going to cover a few things here that you see on the list, and it's called your rock solid foundation. What is your rock solid foundation? It's your brand, all right? You're a talent, you're an artist, but at the end of the day, if you're an indie talent, you're wearing multiple hats and you are running your brand. And you need to know what the foundation is, that way we have no problems along the way, right? So it's going to be great. It's called your rock solid foundation. Let's get right into it with content is king. Content will always be king, guys. For those of you who don't know what content is, it's your media, it's the sounds, everything that you put out there online, whether it's your blog, whether it's a newsletter, content, right? So we always want to make sure we have the highest quality content going out there online, because your fans will love to see high quality content on your behalf. So the reason why we want to make sure it is high quality is because when your fans listen to your music, when your fans engage with your sound, when your fans reach out to you and they want to listen to that perfect sound, we want to make sure the sound is great, the quality is great. But remember, you don't have to have a radio quality track to put out there online. It could be just a high quality demo. Don't wait until it's perfect, guys. It's never going to be perfect. If you have a track out there that you have just a demo, just to put it out there online to engage the fans and get people going to your website, get people to start sharing your brand out there online to get new fan base, put it out there, guys. Don't ever wait to be perfect, and you don't need a radio ready track in order to get out there, okay? Or to even be signed, but that matter, okay? So content is king. We always want to make sure we got high quality content going out. Always be great. We want to make sure that when we go into your website, let's say, and when I say we, let's say if I'm one of your fans, I want to make sure if I leave a post comment there, say, hey man, this song was great, it was fantastic, have somebody reply, back to me, because that creates engagement with your fans. Even if you can't do it yourself, have your sister, your brother, your cousin, your mother, whoever is helping you in the beginning when you don't have a record label. So remember, you're always running everything on your own into the big record label or indie label comes around and sign you. So we're wearing multiple hats, right? So always be great when people go there. Is there a chat box that people can maybe ask you questions? They can leave comments. Can they speak with you via Skype like we covered in the previous videos? There's so many ways to always be great with your fan base. Email list is a huge one, guys. Even if you are an indie talent, we want to start collecting and building an email list. I'll tell you why. Even if you have 1 million fans on Facebook, that data doesn't belong to you. It belongs to Facebook. So if Facebook ever shuts down, which I don't think it's going to shut down anytime soon, you're going to lose all your data. But if you have your own email list, you can control the message. I'll give a great example on this. Let's say you have 7,000 fans on Facebook, or 2,000 fans. When you make a post on Facebook, as you can see, it's not going to all the 7,000 or the 2,000 fans that you have. Facebook is asking you now to pay for posts, right, to boost the post. So that means you have a great message put out to all your fans that are following you, but not everyone's going to see because Facebook is asking you to boost that post. Now, if you start collecting the beginning at the gated area, and start collecting emails from your website, from your blogs, from everything, and you send an email post out there, everyone in your list is going to get it, all right? So we want to make sure we start. This is crucial, guys. If you're a company, a brand, like everyone today needs to have their own email list. And you want to put it on autoresponder on that as well. So that means when somebody opt in to your website, they already get an autoresponder saying, welcome to the brand, welcome to my, to my blog, or, this is what I do, this is when I put out content out there. And always ask, hey, what did you guys like to hear? Put out surveys out there. How often do you guys want to see my content out there? How often do you guys want to hear new music? There's so many ways for you to relate to your fan base. If you have an email list, you control the message. This is so important. Starting on guitar vocals. A lot of people has sent me emails saying, Brad, I don't have money yet to have a track mastered or something to put out there online that's professionally done. So do I have to wait because I can't afford it? So how am I going to start my brand? I reply back to them, don't wait. If you have a friend that plays a guitar, or you could just, these days, you could just buy, a guitar sample online and just sing over that guitar sample or a beat. Start with a guitar vocal. Even a cappella works, but a guitar vocal is very cheap. You could do that, and you don't have to wait to pay for a demo to be fully produced by a producer, whether it's a big-time producer or it's a local producer or a college producer. Don't wait. Just start on a guitar vocal, put it out there online, get your page up, and start already creating that fan base. Building your audience. This relates to obviously the email list that we already covered that, but it goes beyond just that. A lot of people say, Brad, the best way to build your audience, it will be, what's the best way? I said, this is what I tell them all the time. If you're going to build your audience, you have to give a lot of freebies away, right? And they say, but Brad, I don't want to give my music away. You have to give the candy in order to bring them into the candy shop, right? And the candy shop, obviously, it's your brand. You start giving away as much content as possible in the beginning because you are building the brand, right? We want to get to the point where you already created so much value, where you have created so much goodwill to your fans, that when we do ask them to do something for us, like calling our radio station on your behalf to play your songs, whether it's a college station or a terrestrial radio down the road, they're going to do it, right? And there's so many ways to do that. Like, I'll give you a great example. Let's say in the beginning, just to start building your audience, you could say, look guys, every Tuesday or every other Tuesday, I'm going to put out some fresh content. And it could be a guitar vocal, it could be a video of you out there in the studio, it could be, I would say just when you go and sit down and record a new track, record yourself recording that track, meaning like when you're writing music, oh, I have an idea for this new song. Just record it. That way you have the video, because that way when you put that audio track or a guitar version out there online, you can also say, guys, next week you're going to see the making of this song that I made. So you have the video to back that up for next week. That way you don't have to keep creating content, and more content. All right? So building your audience. Membership options. Remember, it goes back to the email list, right? So once we have the email list and we already created a bond with your fan base and we're not spamming them, we're just like, every, 2 weeks, just, send them fresh new content. We want to get to the point where we want to start upgrading your fans in order for you to monetize your brand. And this is the perfect way to do it, guys. A membership site on a continuity basis where you, let's say you only charge them $2 a month in order to get exclusive content for your fan base. So that means if I'm a fan, I have the option to pay $2 a month on your site, and I'm going to get exclusive content, I'm going to get exclusive material, I'm going to get maybe some Skype calls or webinars that you guys do, or you stream videos, live sessions, that sort of thing. And you could only charge them, not only charge them, but I'm saying the best way to do it, especially when you're an independent talent, start with $2 and look at the difference that it makes. 100 people paying $2 a month, you're already going to start with $200 a month in your pocket, right? And we all started back to that email list that we created, right? So these people opt into your site, your blog, wherever you have that gated platform where they opt into their email. And now, let's say you have a list of 100 people that are able to pay $2, and $2 is great, guys. Anyone can afford $2. So if they really are your fan and they really want to be engaged with you, I would have paid $2 to be one of your fans. So to get that exclusive content, right? They would have paid $2. 100 people paying $2. That's $200 a month. Imagine when you get to the point where you have 1,000 people on your list. That's why I say don't rely on Facebook alone, guys, because remember, Facebook's gonna ask you to boost that post, and then you gotta pay to make sure everyone gets your message. Create an email list. Send, hey guys, I'm doing a membership site. If you guys can support the cause here, only $2, and I'll give you guys some exclusive content. Let's say you got 1,000 people. 1,000 people paying $2. That's $2,000 a month. And you guys can see where I'm going with this. As the email list gets bigger, the more profitable you're going to be in order to keep you on board, to keep you on the road, to keep you doing things out there. And it's a tremendous support. And then you could always upgrade them, right? So let's say now, this is really fun, guys. Let's say now that you're making, let's say $2,000 a month, and you got 1,000 people on your email list. And you say, look, guys, I have 50 shirts available that's going to be exclusive to only 50 people. It's a collection, and if you guys want to buy it today, I only have 50 shirts available. Out of that 1,000 people, right, how many of them will probably say yes, especially if they like you and they like your brand? Of course, it's going to be like, how do I do it? It says, look, if you guys just upgrade and pay $5 per month, I have all these services that I can give you. Because remember, not everyone's going to opt in from $2 to $5. Let's say, 10% will do it. And that way, which is cool because you start catering to these platinum members with exclusive shirts, exclusive music that let's say if you're going to create a new sound and you're going to put that sound out on Facebook on Monday, you could give the option for them to listen to these people on Sunday, right, before it goes out to the public. So everything that you're going to put out to the public, you give access to these people that are paying that $5 per month first. Once they hear it, once they have the option to buy it first, then you start going down. Okay, you start going down to the membership and then the public. So one great example will be this. You created a new track. You're about to put it online once again. You give the option for them to buy on Sunday. You give the option for them to buy on Monday, and then you put it out to the public on Tuesday, right? These people will always have access to everything you do first because they are your paying customers. They are your fan base, so you want to cater to them as much as possible because this keeps your engine running, right? That keeps you on the road. That keeps you, buying products that you need in order to record your sound, paying for production sounds. Remember, like I said in previous videos, if you didn't partner up with a producer, you always have the option to pay for services for a producer, but you always want to partner up with a producer. That way you don't have to pay for getting your music done. You get it for free. Okay? So those are pretty much, another thing too, take care of your health, guys. And I got an email from one of the guys, that really very talented individual, but he's always like, Brad, I don't have energy to do this. I see the videos I want to do, but I don't have energy because I'm working 3 jobs and so forth. Guys, if you guys just go on the treadmill for 20 minutes, go to the gym, start lifting some weights, get some energy because it's going to be a long road, guys. This is not going to be easy what you guys trying to do. You're going to have to eat great. You're going to have a lot of energy because it's a long road. And you want to be, fit. Especially when you're in the front of the cameras, you want to look good, you want to feel good, and you want to make sure, you have as much energy to give back to your fans because your fans are expecting you to be healthy and looking great. Okay? And not only looking great, giving great sounds at the end of the day. iTunes, right? A lot of people put music on iTunes right away. And they said, all right, I'm putting my music on iTunes. I'm officially out there on iTunes, but guess what? Not everyone knows that you're out there on iTunes. Remember, so how do we get people to know that you're on iTunes? Don't worry about iTunes right now, guys, especially in the beginning. Worry about building your audience. Worry about start putting your guitar vocals out there. Worry about creating your email list because this is what you're going to do. One day, when you already built all this, right, You can say, guys, I'm coming to your town. You can say it on the email. Remember, everything back to the email list, and then Facebook post. So email list, guys, I'm going to be coming around your town. Who wants to throw a living room concert? Brad, what's a living room concert? It's a concert that's in the living room. It's a garage. It's like, I'm coming to your town. Who wants to do a living room concert? So then they'll reply back in the email, hey, why don't you come to Texas? I have a huge house. I have plenty of people that comes here on a Friday. And if you're going to be in Texas, I could bring a lot of people, 150 people, around that I know. And you start going out there. And I'll give you a great example. Do a little concert out there in somebody's living room and then have them pay for merchandise. So bring your t-shirts. I have people that I know that did these living room concerts, and they're making $500 a pop when they leave that house, okay? Because they got the neighbors buying t-shirts, they got the neighbors buying CD in order to support you, and it's so intimate, guys. And you can also get that recording, right? You get that recording of that living room sessions. You could call it living room sessions. Put it out there online to see, look, guys, we just came from Texas at Ryan's house. We did a huge house party. Here's the video concert of it. And we sold so many merchandise. Thanks, you guys, for all the fans for supporting us there in Texas. And if you guys want us to come to your town, just, send us an email to this address. And when we get to, near your city, we'll contact you. It's a way to get you on the road and start monetizing your brand. So not only now you got this membership site making you money, you're going out there on living room tours, right, to people's houses, throwing huge parties and selling your merchandise. So you're creating that fan base. And going back to the iTunes, now when you created your huge email list, your membership site's making money, you're going on living room tours, now you ask for a favor to your fans. And it's going to go down like this. Guys, as you know, I've been providing you guys for such a long time for so much great content out there. I put out so many great goodwill for you guys. I give you guys some free music. This is what I need you to do. This song, next song that I'm about to put out to the public, it's going to go on iTunes. And I need you guys to buy it because this indie label that I'm working with, they already invested on this track for me. Let's say they pay for the producer or so forth. I need to start getting up in the rankings on iTunes. So if you could please do me a favor now, just buy this one for me. And what you're going to do is you're going to say, this song that's going to go on iTunes, I also created a demo version of it and a video of the making of this track. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a swap. You guys go to iTunes right now and purchase this new track that's going out there. I'm also going to be sending you guys a link for those that buy it on iTunes, the making of this track and the demo of this track. So wow, what a great value. So if I have been following your brand, right, for a while, and you have been giving me constantly, freebies, tracks, making of the videos and so forth, and now all of a sudden, now you're going to go go on iTunes, and you're going to say, guys, buy it. Of course I'm going to buy it, especially when the exchanges, they're saying, not only I'm going to support him, because now I want to get him up in the ladders of iTunes, but he's also going to give it to me the making of this track, and he's also going to give it to me the demo. So it's a great value in exchange. And now, one day, when you start going up the rankings in iTunes, people are going to notice you. The major labels are going to notice you. Independent labels are going to notice you. Who is this guy going up in the ranking of iTunes? So these are all creative ideas that you could play with it. But if you get one thing out of this, your rock solid foundation, email list, create that email list. Membership options, start getting people on continuity and start creating your membership site. And of course, build your audience, guys. And remember, content will always be king. All right? Till next time, I'll see you in a little while.